This is TechCrunch.
Improvements to roads, bridges, and other infrastructure could take a hit as data center construction accelerates. That's according to a report from Bloomberg. In 2025, state and local governments reportedly sold a record amount of debt for the second year in a row, with strategists predicting another $600 billion in sales next year. Most of that money is expected to fund infrastructure projects. Meanwhile, Census Bureau data reportedly shows that private spending on data center construction was running at an annualized run rate of more than $41 billion, roughly the same as state and local government spending on transportation construction. All these projects are likely to compete for construction workers, just as the industry faces labor shortages from retirements and President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. Andrew Anagnost, CEO of architecture and design software maker Autodesk, told Bloomberg, "There's absolutely no doubt that data center construction sucks resources from other projects. I guarantee you a lot of those infrastructure projects are not going to move as fast as people want." At least 5.6 million people had their names, addresses, dates of birth, and social security numbers stolen in a data breach at 700Credit, a company that runs credit checks and identity verification services for auto dealerships across the U.S. In a statement on its website, the Michigan-based company blamed the October data breach on an unidentified bad actor. According to Michigan's Attorney General, the hacker stole personal data collected from dealers between May and October 2025. The company said it was now sending letters by mail to individuals whose information had been stolen in the data breach, which offers credit monitoring services. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel said, "If you get a letter from 700Credit, don't ignore it. It is important that anyone affected by this data breach take steps as soon as possible to protect their information. A credit freeze or monitoring services can go a long way in preventing fraud, and I encourage Michiganders to use the tools available to keep their identity safe." Microsoft announced Thursday it would buy 3.6 million carbon removal credits from a biofuels plant in Louisiana owned by C2X. The plant, which is slated to begin operating in 2029, will process forestry waste into methanol, which can be used to power ships and planes and as a raw material for chemical manufacturing. Altogether, the facility will produce more than 500,000 metric tons of methanol. About 1 million metric tons of carbon dioxide will be captured and stored, likely underground. The purchase is one of many that Microsoft has made in the last year or so, including a 4.9 million metric ton deal with Vaulted Deep, a 3.7 million metric ton agreement with CO280, and a 7 million metric ton buy from Chestnut Carbon. Microsoft's rapid expansion of its data center footprint has imperiled its 2030 pledge to remove more carbon from the atmosphere than it generates. While the company also buys large amounts of renewable and nuclear power, carbon renewal purchases like these will help offset future fossil fuel emissions. That's it from TechCrunch. For more stories like these, go to TechCrunch.com.